Hi guys, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. My name is Chrissy, and in today's video we're going to be learning how to make this ruffle at the down part of this gown. Okay, so for this kind of dress you can use it for traditional marriage, you can use it for wedding reception, you can use it for birthday shoot, you can use it for anything celebration. Okay, all right, so this was the one I recreated. It was just a little illustration. Okay, so if you're interested to learn how I made this, keep on watching. And if you're yet to subscribe to our YouTube channel, you can only subscribe so you get notified once new video is dropped. Okay, so guys, let's get started. To start out with this tutorial, you're going to be needing 2 yards for the lace, okay, and for the satin you will need 3 yards for the satin, okay, for the down part. And for the organza you will need at least 30 yards of organza if you want it full like this, okay. And for the lining you're going to be needing at least 2 yards for the lining. Again, you will be needing a bra cup, okay. This bra cup comes in different sizes, in different colors as well. We have white, we have brown, we have black color, okay. So you can make use of any color of your choice. And if you want to use warden, you can also go ahead and make use of a warden. And this is the thread. You make use of a matching thread as well as the zip, okay. So for the measurements for the down part, we need just two measurements for the down part. You have both knee circumference and your full length of the ruffle, okay. So I want to make use of this doll face, okay. This video is just illustration video, okay, a well detailed illustration videos. So anything I'm saying here or doing here, I will just be assuming, okay. We just assume. So right here you can see my doll face here. I already gone ahead to spread it, and let's just assume I'm working with 3 yards of doll face. This is just the 3 yards of doll face. So you buy your 3 yards of doll face, then you spread it on the floor, okay. You spread it on the floor. So when you spread it on the floor like this, you go ahead and fold it, okay. You fold it into two just like this. Buy your 3 yards of bridal satin, then you spread it on the floor. Go ahead and fold it by two just like you see me did. All right, so after that you fold again in a triangular form. So this will serve as 180 degrees flare, okay. You go ahead and fold like this in a triangular form. All right, so after folding, what I'm going to do now is to get the above knee circumference and the length of this ruffle, that is the down part, okay. We just assumed I'm working with 3 yards, okay. So your above knee circumference, you will divide it by 4. The fabric is on a fold of 4 right now, so you divide it by 4. All right, let's just assume my both knee circumference is 20. We are just assuming it's 20 inches. So I'll divide it by 2. It will give me 10 inches, right? And the 10 inches, I'll divide it by 2 and I'll have 5 inches. So you place it like this. You mark your 5 inches, then add extra 2 inches for the joining allowance and seam allowance, okay. So after marking like this, we are just assuming that is 20 inches circumference. So after marking, just connect it to give you a straight line. Just connect a straight line across. After connecting, you're going to now place your tape from that line. Then you are going to determine the length of the ruffle, okay. You can decide to make it 40 inches, you can make it 45 inches, you can make it 50 inches. This depends on how length and how long you want it to be, but 40 inches is okay. You can just take a measurement from your shoulder to the floor length, okay, because it needs to touch ground now. It needs to touch ground very well. So you take the measurement, any measurement you want. If you want it very long, you can mark up to 45, 50 inches. All right, unless you are maybe average in height or short, then maybe you cannot mark 40 inches. This, it totally depends on how you want it. So after that, I went ahead to connect, okay. So I connected what I have there like this. I measured the length, and what I had there, I think is from there to this point, I think is 12 inches or so. So after connecting with a circle four like this, I went ahead to cut it out. So after cutting it out, you are going to spread it on the floor. You know, if you're working with 3 yards, when you cut it out like this and spread on the floor, it's going to be very big, okay. So let's just assume, we are just assuming that I'm working with 3 yards. This is my 3 yards of fabric here, and I already spreaded it on the floor. It's on the table sharp, but let's just assume it's on the floor. So right now you place your tape, then you're going to mark the lines in which you're going to be, sewing your ruffle or pleating your ruffle on. So I will mark 5 inches. So if you look at that organza very well, you will know it's about 10 inches on a fold. Okay, this is the picture showing on the screen. If you see a particular side, you go ahead and watch the size or the wideness of the design there or so. Okay, so I just assumed, like, it's not even that I'm assuming, I'm very sure it's 10 inches on a fold. Okay, it's 10 inches on a fold. So I will go ahead here and mark 5 inches. So if you're working with a very big, like 3 yards, after cutting, it's going to be very big now. After marking these 5 inches, you're going to continue marking the five inches till you get to the upper part of the flay. Do you get? So let's just assume this upper part here, it's 5 inches. What I have there is actually 4 inches, as you can see, but we are just going to assume it's 5 inches. Okay, the two lines, let's just assume the two lines are 5 inches. So after I'm marking like this, what I'll do now is to remove it and I'll cut my organza. Okay, so for the organza, this is the 30 yards. Okay, remember we are just assuming. Okay, so I have my 30 yards of organza here. What I will do is to open it up, then I will cut out about 18 yards from the organza. You can cut out about 17 or 18 yards for the organza, like 18 yards or 17 yards. Like, you buy organza of 30 yards, then you spread it, use your tape, measure 18 yards or 17 yards. It's either you measure 17 yards or 18 yards. You measure 18 yards or 17 yards and cut it off. Okay, after cutting, you go ahead and spread the 18 yards on the floor. Just single piece like this. It's not going to be on a fold. Just spread it single like this, then you spread it on the floor like this. So right now I'm marking 15 inches by length. Okay, the length I'm marking here is 15 inches. It's going to be on a fold. Why I added extra 5 inches to it is for it to lap each other, like for it to have overlap at the upper side. Okay, it's going to lap each other. If you don't understand what I'm saying, you just watch the video, you're going to get it very soon. After marking this 15 inches, I'll go ahead and cut it out. Okay, so right here I've gone ahead to cut it out. Okay, it needs to overlap each other so you don't see the thread and all of that. So after that, the next thing I'll go ahead and do now is to fold it into two. It's going to be on a fold. Go ahead and fold it into two like this. Okay, so after folding like this, you head over to your sewing machine, head over straight to your sewing machine, then go ahead and sew with 1/2 inch. Okay, so after cutting, okay, after cutting, you're going to use this piece to cut, as in you're going to continue cutting with the same piece till you cut all the organza. Okay, so after sewing, you can see what I have here. So I'll just go ahead and turn it over to the right side. After turning over to the right side, go ahead and iron it. Okay, head over and iron it. Okay, so we don't have light at the moment, that's why I did not iron this one and the doll face. So if you have light, go ahead and iron. This is just for illustration's sake. Okay, you go ahead and iron. It will give you a nice look and a well relaxed organza. Okay, it's going to look so fine. So I'll just go ahead and start sewing. Okay, so what you do next is to bring your doll face, bring the flay. Okay, you bring the flay like this. You can see it's not of the same color. It's just for illustration's sake. When making yours or sewing this, you can make use of the same color. Okay, so at this hem part, you can see where I place the organza. At this hem part here, You're going to place it at the hem part first, then go ahead and make a pleat. Make enough pleat, like use add enough clothes to your pleat, just like you see me doing. Okay, so when you add enough clothes to your pleat, you go ahead and continue pleating. You will go ahead and continue pleating. Maybe you head over to your sewing machine. As you sew, you pleat. As you sew, you pleat. Remember, you're going to start from the hem part. Okay, you're going to start from the hem part. Then this is what I had after I was done. I had to stop at this point. Okay, the organza I have here is very small, so I had to stop at this point so I can be able to also fix it at the top. So you understand what I meant by overlapping each other. Okay, so after pleating, and so you can see what I have here. So if you are making yours, you will pleat it till you get to the other end. Okay, so this is half of the organza I had left. So what I will do now is to come at this line here, then I will go ahead and make the same pleat on this line. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and pleat and pleat and pleat and pleat. Then I'll stop at this other point, like at this other side where I stopped the first pleat. That is the same place I will stop, or the same point I will stop the second pleat. Okay, so you go ahead and continue pleating like this. Can you see what I'm doing here? So I'll just go ahead and sew on it. So after pleating, guys, you can see what I have here, and you can see the overlapping I meant. Now it's already overlapped each other. Okay, so you're going to continue doing this till you get to the upper part of the flea. I hope you understand this. So you're going to continue doing this till you get to the upper part of the flea. So at the side, after pleating, you go ahead and stitch on the side. Also do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so when you give it a very nice press before pleating, it will give you a nice look, a relaxed organza, and a beautiful ruffle. Do you get? So I've gone ahead to do everything about this tutorial here, and you can see how it looks. So when you attach to your dress, it will look exactly like the one you are seeing on this picture. Okay, so guys, we have come to the end of today's tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.